Hello, my name is Bianca. I'm an alpaca girl and belong to Wendy and Alfons. Together with my mother Curly and other alpacas, we live on a ranch in British Columbia in Canada.
Alpacas are famous for their exceptional wool called fleece. The fibers are very soft, hyperallergenic and thermoregulatory. Alpaca wool is the second finest fiber in the world. It is finer than cashmere merino, lighter and warmer than sheep's wool. Once a year, before the summer, the animals are shorn. The finest alpaca fibers are very valuable and are needed for the production of fine clothing. However, spinning mills and weaving mills need large quantities of fiber, at least 200 to 300 kg, to even start their machines economically. But an alpaca only gives 1.5 kg of such wool per year. Alpacas which produce these fine fibers are called vilya, vicuña-like young alpacas. Unfortunately, there are simply not enough alpacas to produce these fibers in the required quality and quantity.
Hello, I'm Wendy.
Hello, and I'm Alfons, and we have a plan how to increase the number of animals in just a few years. We would like to apply embryo transfer, ET, and here we need your help, because such a program is quite expensive. Please help Bianca and Wendy and me to grow Bianca's family. In embryo transfer, a valuable donor animal producing the desired wool and passing it on to the offspring is mated in a natural way. And after about 1 week, when the ovum is fertilized, the embryo is transferred to another female animal that cannot produce such offspring. This surrogate mother carries the baby alpaca, which is born after 11 months. At least 2 weeks after the embryo transfer, the donor animal can be mated again. And again 1 week later, the embryo transfer procedure can be repeated. Another alpaca baby will be born 11.5 months later. And instead of 1 cria per year, 6 or even more crias out of the same donor female will be born. Why should you support our campaign? As a supporter, you will help to build a large herd of very environmental friendly animals in a manageable time, and you help to lay the foundation to build a reliable source of natural fibers. This is a green project. Natural fibers help to replace at least a small part of polyester fiber clothing and thus their sustainable environmental problems. This surrogate mother carries the baby alpaca, which is born after 11.5 months. At least 2 weeks after the embryo transfer, the donor animal can be mated again. And again 1 week later, the embryo transfer procedure can be repeated. Another alpaca baby will be born 11.5 months later. And so the birth rate of such animals can be increased significantly. Instead of 1 cria per year, 6 or even more crias out of the same donor animal will be born. Why should you support us with this campaign? As a supporter, you help to build a large herd of very environmentally friendly animals in a manageable time. You help to lay the foundation for building a reliable source of natural fibers. This is a green project. Natural fibers help to replace at least a small part of polyester fiber clothing, and thus their sustainable environmental problems.